All right, how's everybody doing tonight? I was I was in there trying to get all of our spreadsheet updated because I had a bunch of stuff that is still pending payment, so I was trying to get people to the last possible minute on that, and so yeah, sometimes we just have to cut it off and go for the best. Of course, as always, as long as you send me payment, you're going to get whatever you are due, even if you are marked as unpaid on the spreadsheet. That is just simply because, like I said, at some point we've got to cut that spreadsheet off so that we can get the break started. So tonight we have got 2 football breaks and then a baseball break. So first up, we have a half case of 2017 Tristar autograph mini helmets. And this is the back half of the case we opened the other day. And of course, you see team name down the left, winning bidder name down the right, and everything that's unpaid. Well, that's kind of what we talked about just a minute ago. There's a bunch of teams in there that were sold, but the payment hasn't come in yet. So that is the situation there. Then when we finish the mini helmet break, we have a half case of 2015 Crown Royale, and then following that is the back half of a case of 2017 Bowman Baseball that came out yesterday. So, of course, we'll put the spreadsheet up before each break so that you'll be able to match up your name with your team. And I will say last night, and this happened also like a week or 10 days ago, YouTube just suddenly dropped the stream. I still had an internet connection, no problem there. But YouTube just said, nope, see ya. And then it would not reinitiate the stream until I rebooted the whole system. So I don't know what is causing that. Had never happened before until it happened the first time a week or 10 days ago and then happened last night. So if that happens tonight and suddenly the stream goes offline, just know that I am, of course, obviously trying to get YouTube to reacquire the stream, and if for some reason they will not reacquire it, then I have to reboot the whole thing, and that can take sometimes 10 or 15 minutes. My mini helmet box knocked over our little camera there, so yeah, sorry about that. I set the mini helmet box on the cord of the camera without realizing it, and then of course, well, there you go, knocked it right over, and that was fun. So let's see what we've got in the way of mini helmets here. All right, oh, this is a nice one first up for the Dolphins, and it's I never say this guy's name right, Bob Greasy. Of course, he's a quite well-known Miami Dolphin, and there is his signature. So Dolphins, that's a real nice pull for you with one of your Hall of Fame players. We're going to set it up there so we can recap it in a moment. Well, maybe we won't have to recap it. I guess it depends. Well, we might as well. I usually recap stuff, so we might as well. Next up for the Texans, we have Brian Cushing. That's the first time I've pulled a Brian Cushing. So Texans, there's one for you. That guy's signatures looks about like mine. That's kind of crazy. That's kind of all over the map on that signature. All right, let's see who's in. Ooh, oh, there for a minute I thought this was, this is still very nice. I just thought for a minute this was something different than it is. I saw that silver and blue, and I was like, holy crap. But we have for the Lions, Lim Barney. And Lim Barney, this is the first time we have pulled him out of any of our mini helmet breaks too. So Lions, you're in the game now. We've got a Lion, a Dolphin, and a Texan so far, with 2 left to go. And we have a Saint coming out of this box. Willie, Ralph, you know I don't ever pronounce their names right. And there's your signature for Willie, Hall of Famer as well. So we're at Saints, Texans, Lions, Dolphins with 1 to go. And these little cards, they're just like little, information cards that they put in there. There's an authentication sticker on the outside of these, and you go online and put that number in there, and I think it gives you a lot more detail about whatever what's going on with it. And some of them have other paperwork inside the box as well. And then for the Chargers, we have Charlie Joyner on a throwback helmet. So that's a nice, fun hit for the Chargers with the Charlie Joyner. All right, so taking one more look at everybody here in this break. We had the Chargers, Charlie Joyner. We had the Lions with Lim Barney. The Texans with Brian Cushing. The Saints with Willie, I'm just putting that out of the way there. The Saints with Willie, whose name I cannot pronounce. Roth, something thereabouts. And then our Bob Greasy for the Dolphins. And that is it for our half case of mini helmets. And that's actually the last of those mini helmets that I had in case quantity. So I think there's a new mini helmet coming out pretty soon. But in the meantime, guess what? I have got what I have found, which should be here pretty soon. Some full-size autograph helmets. And there's I think it's a 1 in 100 chance of pulling it as Tom Brady, which, can you even imagine what that might be worth? I mean, with Tom Brady cards being what they're worth, imagine a full-size helmet. All right, let me get us switched back over here to our spreadsheet. And break number 2, I got to get myself on the right page. Break number 2 is our 6 times of 2015 Panini Crown Royale Football. That is a half case. And of course, again, team names down the left, winning bidder names down the right, and anything that is unpaid, of course, is marked as unpaid. And sorry, guys, allergies, have been killing me all week, so I apologize. I've got a little sniffing and whatnot going on here. And then after we get done with this Crown Royal, we will do our nightly giveaway for football, and then we'll bust into some 2017 Bowman Baseball, and that's the back half of the case that we started last night. And Playbook's wanting to fall over there, so let's just move Playbook so it stops. Oh, now Plates and Patches is going to fall over. All right, we'll just let it all fall over. How about that? I don't know if anybody's watching the, oh, hi, Fred. I was just getting ready to say, I don't know if anybody's watching the draft or not, but I don't think it's really going the way most people had predicted that it would, because pretty much all the pundits, the talking heads, the experts, whatever you want to call them, everybody's chattering about how it's such a great year for defensive players and not a very good year for players on the offensive side of the ball. But yet everything I've seen going, pretty much, not all of them, of course. Number 1 pick was obviously a defensive player, and there have been some others. But I've seen a lot of running backs and wide receivers going, a couple quarterbacks already. I'm still amazed that the Browns let the Chiefs trade up into their spot. I mean, good Lord, the Browns, if anybody needs quarterback, it's probably the Browns. But they did need their defensive guy, too. They did need Miles. I'm not going to lie to you. That was a right first choice for them. But then I'm surprised that they traded out of their other spot because I thought they'd take a QB there. But I guess they figured they'll get one in a later round and maybe they'll end up okay. I guess Dallas has kind of got everybody thinking now that they too can find the next Dak Prescott in the 4th round, right? I'm sure that's what all those other teams are thinking. And somebody will, I mean, Tom Brady was a 6th round pick when he went, and got a lot of those. Antonio Brown, I think, was a 6th round pick. Of course, he's not a quarterback, but I'm just thinking about players that are on the high level players that went in low rounds in the draft in the past. So it's not always predictive, I guess, is the point. But I'll be interested to see how the rest of the night shakes out for our draft. Okay, so on the base cards, we're going to do kind of what we always do, which is we're just going to buzz right on through those babies. And when we get to something that looks interesting, we'll stop on it. That's, of course, you're going to see a bunch of those Kings inserts. And there's going to be one of these in every pack. It's a rookie card with a refractor background. And our hit out of this pack is for the Ravens rookie royalty with Buck Allen, numbered to 199. So, of course, the first football product that's coming out that I know of should have all of our new players in it that is of some quality is Majestic, which I think comes out on the 19th of next month. And it's going to have all of our draft players in it. So, I'm pretty excited about it. Sean Mannion. That's, of course, on-card auto. That's our silhouette hit and material behind it. And what is that numbered? Oh, there's down there at the bottom. 85 of 299 for the Rams on that hit. So, yeah, the Majestic is, I mean, it's priced the same way that National Treasures is priced, which is, i.e., expensive, like the highest top of the high-end food chain at Panini. So if they deliver us the same kind of quality that we get in National Treasures, then I think we're going to be real happy. Of course, with new products, you never know, but they're saying that it's going to be. So we'll keep our fingers crossed because I'm looking forward to pulling some stuff out of there. There's a rookie hit for Tyler Lockett. That is numbered to 499 for the Seahawks. That's materials, of course. If anybody's just jumping in, baseball is right after we finish this Crown Royale break. We have the back half of the Bowman Baseball, 17 Bowman Baseball. That's one of the parallels. I don't think that one is numbered either. Yeah, most of these parallels that, it's normally silver and you'll see it in green or in something else in Crown Royale in 2015 are not numbered. There's a little Tom Brady breast cancer awareness die cut. Here's a hit for the boys, the Cowboys. That is Gus Johnson, and oddly, that's a sticker auto. Usually I guess there are some sticker autos in Crown Royale, too. They're not all on card, so. That is Gus Johnson Cowboys hit on rookie refractor, numbered to, if I could hold it the correct way, that'd be helpful, numbered to 49 on that one. And then we have a refractor there for Julius Thomas. I'm trying to lean over and read chat. Sorry, I saw something else come up and hi. Hi to you too. It's I've changed the orientation of the screen tonight because I use the iPad now to watch on the secondary device just to make sure there's no weirdness happening with YouTube. And I changed the orientation of the screen and now it's making all of the chat like super, super mega small. So probably I shouldn't have done that, but yet it's done now. Chris Ivory refractor. Eddie Goldman for the Bears, number 299 on the Eddie Goldman. That's also a sticker auto. And refractor, of course. Yes, you probably just missed me saying that. I had actually just said, if anybody had jumped in late, that yes, the Bowman Baseball is right after we finish the Crown Royale. Good grief! Right after we finish this Crown Royale break. Why couldn't I not get that out? I don't know. Sinquez Golson for the Steelers on the rookie out of that pack. Another little breast cancer awareness. And who is our hit in here? Is that Melvin Gordon? It looks like it for the Chargers. Yeah, Melvin Gordon to $4.99 on the materials hit with the rookie royalty. Oh, yeah, no, man, that's no problem at all, Jupiter. I know that people jump in and out all the time, so that's why periodically I throw that stuff out there. And then, of course, the people that are on the whole time are like, why do you keep saying that? Yeah, it's because I know people jump in and out. I jump in and out myself when I'm when I buy into other people's breaks, I'm in and out all the time. So there's Cam Newton. Oh, we're going to have a hit for the Steelers. Excellent. And it's Bud Dupree, my favorite Steeler, 52 of 149. Oh, I'm loving that Bud Dupree. And you know why he's my favorite Steeler right now? Because he also graduated from my alma mater, the University of Kentucky. So I have my favorite college team. My player is now playing for my favorite pro team, the Steelers. So I love that Bud Dupree. And I realize, Steelers, you might be looking for somebody different than Bud. I don't know, although Bud did have a real good season last year. But I'm real happy that we pulled Bud. I'm just saying. Our rookie in that pack was for the Chargers. So, we got a second one. We got Trevor Siemian. We got 2 in that pack. There's our Kings of the Court again. And our hit is for the Dolphins. Devontae Parker to 199 on that materials hit. And they're kind of stingy tonight. What is this? They're all one color. What's up with that? I'd like to see something with a little more. They need to give us a little more love with that tonight on our materials hits. Yes, Brandon, we did already do the mini helmets. And, oh, good grief. It was a Saint, a Dolphin, a Saint, a Dolphin, a Lion, a Charger, maybe a Texan. I know. It's awful. I know I just did it. I do know that. But I just don't retain it, honestly. I'm sorry. I do so many different breaks and I see so many different hits and then I start moving on talking about something else and I kind of I forget, just to be honest, even though I know I just did it. But I think those are the right teams. Tyler Lockett to 199 for the Seahawks on the rookie royalty. But if anybody else jumps in there and wants to help Brandon out, tell me if I'm wrong on any of those teams. But I'm pretty sure that's who the teams were in that last break. Relatively sure. Terrell Watson for the Bengals. And what is Terrell here numbered? Oh, why do I keep turning those upside down? To 199. Well, look at that. All that for just like the regular refractor. He was facing backwards, which normally means it's going to be a hit. But nope, they got me on that one. Calvin Johnson, that's nice, for the Lions. And Calvin is numbered also to 199. Or does that say 299? No, it's 199. Okay, yeah, the glares. When I turn the card so that you can see the numbering better, then I can't see the numbering as well. The overhead lighting is just a bear doing these cards. There's a refractor for Gerald McCoy. Another Kings of the Court in the green parallel. Oh, we got another Steeler. And that's, of course, in the rookie royalty with Sammy Coates, which, Sammy Coates would ever like to stop dropping the football. He might be all right. Desmond Lewis to $2.99 for the Bills is going to be our hit. That's also a sticker auto. And, of course, all these rookie hits like this in here, they all have that refractor background. And there's one in every pack. Well, that's that dumb little ad card again for Gridiron Football, which, you guys know I don't totally get the whole digital trading card thing. I don't know. I tried it. I played around with it. It's just not my groove. So we have something for the Packers here, numbered to 99. It's Devontae Adams, Ty Montgomery, and Brett Hundley. So I'm guessing it's going to be materials and not signatures, but let's flip it over and find out. Yep, it is materials. It is 3 pieces of material and oddly kind of 3 different shades of green. Trying to get it at the right angle where you can kind of see that's more of a true color of the colors. Those 2 are sort of the same green. That's a totally different color green. And again, why couldn't they just give us another color? You got 3 pieces of material on there. All you're going to do is give me green on every one. Come on, quit being cheap, Panini. That one was numbered to 99. You could have given us some love. I'm just saying. Refractor for didn't we just do a Thomas refractor? I thought we did. Maybe we didn't. But the Jags, my goodness, they finally got a good draft pick. So let's hope they can do something with it. Maybe the Jags will actually be, watchable, perhaps. We hope. To $2.99 on the Trey McBride. That's a sticker auto. Because I think probably Blake Bortles is probably about ready to come to the end of the line. Like, they needed to get him some help, for sure. Now they've gotten him a little bit of help. They need to get him some more help in the later rounds of the draft. And then I'd say then he's going to be sink or swim this year. He's either going to have to do well and he's going to be the man, or if he doesn't do well, he's probably going to be the man no longer with the Jags. That's just my theory. Could be wrong. Is that Mr. Amari Cooper? Yes, it is. Number 299 on the Amari Cooper. Would like to have seen the signature. And what is this stuff on this card? Is that like some schmutz or what is that? Yeah, okay. It's a little piece of something that wiped off. So yeah, you guys, you never know what you're going to find on these cards. I have found them with ink on the back where somebody signed one, stacked it on top of another one. I found one with glue on the back with a piece of fabric sticking through the back of the card. I mean, you never know what you're going to find on these. And quite often on the thicker cards, the corners and the edges are kind of dinged, but if you break with me often, you've heard me do that rant plenty of times, so I'll probably spare you from it tonight, but it does drive me crazy that they don't come out of the packet at like 10s or most of the time even 9s. Come out of the packs at like 8s. And yeah, I said I wasn't going to go there, so I'm just going to hush. All right, this is 3 of 15 on the Thomas Rawls for Seahawks again, of course. That's a sticker auto, but you've got a different, as you can see, there's a different pattern on that refractor background. So that's one of the reasons it's a lower number. So I do try to point out when I see like major obvious flaws when we're doing the break. And sometimes I catch them. Occasionally I don't catch them. And that's just because my middle distance vision is not great. So sometimes I don't catch them until I'm sorting, but I do try to catch them when we're doing it live if they're there. Nelson, what is Nelson numbered to 99? Had to wake up my computer screen over there. It tends to nap on me. So that is for the Eagles and Heirs to the Throne materials hit to 99. So we've got 2 boxes left to go. And then as soon as we finish up this 15 crown, we will do the nightly giveaway for football, and which only takes a second. And then we'll roll right into the back half of our case of 17 Bowman Baseball. First half of it's what we opened last night, of course. Jay Crowder for the Redskins, numbered to, that one's numbered to 499. Holy cow. All right, that one's like high numbered. So, yeah, I can kind of guess why that's just white, because it's numbered to 499. Although still, to be white from a Redskins uniform, it probably has come out of like the center of a number or letter or something, I would guess. So, you know, they could have given us just a tiny little bit of an edge of one of the other colors, and it would, you know, have thrilled me. Oh, man. Stupid Panini points. Daggone it. Well, here's your little insert dude first, Avarian Foster. Every time they give us one of these Panini reward points cards, it replaces a hit in the pack, which I think is stupid and crappy. And that's another one of my rants, because I absolutely hate it when they do that. If they want to give rewards points, then they should be giving them in addition to a hit, not in place of, because the definition of reward is like something extra, something good, not replacing something that you were expecting to get. And by the way, 250 is like super chintzy. Also, if you're going to put it in there and replace the hit, they should be giving us a lot more points than that. So boo to Panini for that. We'll random that off, of course. And who do we have here? Tyler Lockett again to $4.99 on that one. Yeah, I don't know why they do. Somebody just said that in chat that doesn't make much sense on those. It doesn't. It doesn't make any sense. There's a Sammy Watkins refractor. Makes no sense to replace a hit with it and then to give a stupid little dinky 250 points anyway. Like, if you ever go on their website to try to use those points, it's, what are you going to get for 250 points? I don't think you're going to get much, in my opinion. Number 25 of 25. So, last in the series. Always thrills me. First and last in the series. No logical explanation why that makes me happy, but it does. And here we have Daniel Hunter for the Vikings. That also is a sticker auto. And of course, you'll notice you have the different color background on the refractor. That one's kind of purple. And that is why it is numbered 225. Another little gridiron stupid thing. And who's our refractor here? Why can't I read that? Oh, Travis Kelce is our refractor there. And there's a regular Travis Kelce. It's an all Travis Kelce pack. And I see another reward point card sticking up behind here. So now they have taken two, not one, but two of our hits. And this one is for even less than the other one. This one's for 150 points. Honestly, I think everybody should write Panini an email or a letter or a something and tell them that those rewards points blow. And if you're going to do it, you certainly shouldn't do it twice in the same case. Although I did open, what was it? One of the newer basketball products. Was it? Oh, I can't remember which basketball product it was, but it was recent, like within the last couple months, maybe the last 3 months. And literally a third of the case were those dumb rewards points. Made me so mad. Oh, this is a nice silhouettes Kevin White for the Bears. That is an on-card auto. And, of course, that's material there behind him. And that is numbered to 299 on the Kevin White hit for the Bears. And now they gave us an extra hit in this pack just to make me look bad and show me up after I'm complaining about them replacing one. They did give us one of our hits back in this pack on a Knights of the Round Table, Emmanuel Sanders, to 231. Why would it be numbered to 231? Like, I don't get that exactly. But anyway, Emmanuel Sanders material hit is cool. So, Broncos, we did get one of our hits back. They still, in my opinion, owe us one. Just saying. And, oh, see, those little breast cancer and those little Pro Bowl things, they always try to slide right out of there. Not expecting it to be there. David Cobb for the Titans. This is 15 of 99 on the David Cobb. Oh, that's nice. That's a jumbo silhouette. I would like to have maybe had a signature with it, but still, that's a very nice big piece of fabric. And numbered to 99 for the Titans. This is our last pack. And then we're going to have to do our well, we have two randoms. Actually, we'll do random once. Here's what I'm thinking. We're going to do random once, and we'll take the first two people that come up. The first person will get the 250 points, and the second person will get the 150 points out of our two, what do you call it? Panini point deals. Joe Flacco to 299 for the Ravens. Materials hit for the Ravens. So before we do our hits recap, let's go take care of Beavis and Butthead here with 250 and 150 reward points. And let's see here. What do I need to do? We'll take you first to the spreadsheet with me because I already had everybody listed in here because we use it for the nightly giveaway anyway. So we're just going to grab that same fun little list. Oh, I switched to the wrong place. We need to switch to here. Right. And we're going to slap everybody in there. We'll scroll up and you can see that everybody is in there. Hooray, hooray. Now, we'll hit random one time, and then the first name that comes up is going to get the 250 rewards points. The second name that comes up is going to get 150 points. And if one of the unpaid things comes up, then obviously we'll just skip that and go to the next, thing that doesn't say unpaid on the list. All right, so the Vermont Cat, and I got to write this down, so bear with me, guys. I'm going to write this on these so that we don't have to ever rely on my spotty memory. And the second one, what does that say? Joe, well, I don't know how. Joe kind of looks like Joe Ski Companies. So that's what I'm going to call it. I'm sure that's not what it's supposed to be. But to me, it looks like Joe Ski Companies. So that's what we're calling it. Now, we may as well, while we're in here and we're on random, let's just go ahead and drop everybody in there again. And then we will do our nightly giveaway. Since we're already here, let's just make it easy. And of course, obviously, it's the same group of people. So we'll go random again. And of course, unpaid are number 1 and unpaid is number 2. And then we go to Jimmy. All right. So Jimmy, you are the first person that doesn't say unpaid. So you're going to win our nightly giveaway tonight. And now we're just living over here in random.org. Let me grab my 1 through 12 off the spreadsheet just so I don't have to sit there and type them in one at a time. And then that's going to tell us which thing out of the stack that you are going to win. Jimmy, you're going to win item number 10. So now let's get your view back to me. And let me get our little stack. And since we have 12, I can just count from the bottom. There's 12, 11, 10. All right. So what you have is this Derek Rogers rookie card for the Buffalo Bills. It's out of Prism. It's a sticker auto. And I don't think it's numbered. Doesn't appear to be. It's out of 2013 Prism. So that is your bonus tonight. Will be coming with your other cards. And you know what? Let me just write that down too. Okay. So let's do our hits recap. Stupid rewards points number 1 going to the Vermont Cat. Stupid rewards points number 2 going to what I'm calling Joe Ski Companies, which is probably not what you intended it to be, but that's what I'm calling your username is. That's what I'm calling it. So let's take a look at our hits. We have our Joe Flacco material for the Ravens, our David Cobb material for the Titans, materials hit for the Broncos, and that one is the one that's weirdly numbered to 231, which is why I'm flipping it over again, because I just think that's just odd. And then, of course, we have Tyler Lockett, which I think we had more than one Tyler Lockett. We had Jay Crowder. What's this one number 2? That one was to 99. Our Amari Cooper to 99. I was really hoping to find some Amari ink in here. For the Pack, our triple materials. And for the Lions, Calvin Johnson. Calvin was to 199. Devontae Parker for the Dolphins. Melvin Gordon for the Chargers. There's another Tyler Lockett. So 2 Tyler Locketts. That one to 499. And another Ravens hit. Buck Allen to 199. And then our materials. We just did materials. Our signature hits. Kevin White for the Bears. Material and on-card auto to 299. Our Daniel Hunter for the Vikings. Thomas Rawls for the Hawks to 15. 215. And actually, I guess we should take a look at the number on the Vikings too, because it was to 25 for on the Hunter. Trey McBride for the Titans. Desmond Lewis for the Bills. Tyler Lockett again. Like, Tyler Lockett is just following me around this break to 199. My favorite, Bud Dupree for the Steelers. Eddie Goldman for the Bears. Gus Johnson for the Cowboys. And Sean Mannion, or however you say it, on-card auto material hit, silhouette, of course, to 299 for the Rams. And that is it for 2015 Crown Royal. And we've already done our random. We've already done our nightly giveaway. So that wraps up football. And football, if you guys want to stick around and watch some Bowman Baseball, we pulled some fun stuff last night. Hopefully we will again tonight. And if you don't stick around, I'll catch you the next time. But thank you again for hanging out with me, spending your time and your money with me. I always appreciate it. And without further ado, let's pull up the spreadsheet and take a look at Bowman Baseball. Of course, I got to first get back over to the spreadsheet and get us back to the to the right page here. There we go. Nope, that would be the wrong page. This would be the right page. All right, so this is 6 boxes of 17 Bowman Baseball. This is the back half of the case. We did the first half last night. Team names are down the left, winning bidder names down the right-hand side. And what did we learn last night about this? Basically, that a certain subset of the inserts are all refractors. I have figured that out. So everything I saw that was one of the top 100 prospects, those were all refractors. Everything I saw that showed the players in street clothes were all refractors. The Rookie of the Year contenders were all refractors. And what am I trying to say? I never can get this word out. It's not exactly retro, but, taking the style from a previous year. And why can't I spit the word out? The word I'm trying to say, I cannot seem to get out. But, they have the 1948s in here, and they have, I think it's 52, or all of those that we saw were also refractors last night. So I'm assuming, since we went through a half a case and every single one in each of those insert series were refractors, then I'm going to work on the assumption that every time we pull one of those, it's going to be a refractor. Oh, you're looking for the Marlins tonight. All right. There's definitely you're going to get cards. There's no way in a half case with as many cards as come through this that you won't get cards. You'll get a lot of cards. In fact, I packed up a bunch of stuff from last night that should be going out the door tomorrow. And some people that have bought multiple teams have like a pound of cards, like a literal pound of cards coming. So you're definitely gonna pull some cards. There's no question about that. So hopefully we'll pull you some cool ones. And if you haven't done Bowman before, of course the thing about Bowman is that it focuses a lot on rookies and on prospects. And this is one of the Rookie of the Year favorites that I was talking about. This is on the Chrome cards in here, of course, and every one of these that I pulled was a refractor, and I'm going to assume that every one we pull tonight will also be a refractor, and none of them are numbered, unless, of course, there's a parallel one that we run across at some point. So last night I would say we were probably 50-50 Chrome cards versus paper cards, and I expect that ratio will be about the same again tonight. And what else? What else can I tell you about Bowman? Bowman to me is always interesting because, it's kind of where you find, of course, obviously your current rookies, but you also find a lot of up-and-comers. And there's kind of a debate, I would say. Some people consider like this one. See how that says first up there? It's like their first Bowman card. So some people consider the early cards like that to be a player's rookie card. Other people don't consider that at all to be a rookie card and only consider it to be a rookie card once it has, the little rookie card designation on the card. So that's kind of, I think, you could probably ask 10 different people that collect and you would probably get 10 different answers. This also, every time I pulled one last night, was a refractor on these talent pipelines, and this one, again, appears to be. So I think all of the talent pipelines that we pull in that particular insert set, I think, are also going to be refractors. I'd be surprised if we, whoops, there were two stuck together there. Be surprised if we pulled one that wasn't. So, there's Benintendi. So yeah, so Bowman is fun. They don't have relic cards in Bowman. It's all signatures, and they are generally on-card autos. I don't think I've ever seen a sticker auto in any of these. This is one of the top 100, hot 100, whatever they call this, like Scouts top 100. And again, every one of these, chrome card and refractor card, every one that I've pulled anyway. because I got, of course, a chance to look at it all last night when I was opening it, and then a better chance even to look at it all today when I was sorting it. I do at the end of the night, at the end of the break. I put all the hits and all the important stuff in their top loaders and their sleeves and all that, and I generally do a quick, what I would call a quick sort or a first sort. And then I go back later after I've already done the first sort, and I just double check to make sure everything's with the right team and all that jazz. And then after the second sort, it actually goes into the envelope and ready to head out the door to you. So here's our signature in this box. And this is Taylor Clark for the Arizona Diamondbacks. And it is, of course, marked first Bowman for Taylor Clark, and that is an on-card auto. Everything in here should be an on-card auto. So Diamondbacks have the first hit out of the gate tonight. And let's see what else we find. Let's see, what is... Oh, cool. So you go to the spring training games and stuff. Well, that's fun. Yeah, we have, I talked about, there's Aaron Judge and Dansby. I talked about a little bit last night. We have a minor league team here in the city that I live in. They're called the Legends, the Lexington Legends. But I have not been out there in years. It's a single A farm team for, I think it is for the Royals right now. They used to be we used to play for someone else, and I'm pretty sure it was the Royals that bought them out a few years ago, and that's who they feed now. Anthony Rizzo. This is the series I was talking about before that shows the players in their street clothes, and some of them have questionable fashion choices. But this Anthony Rizzo, these of course all are refractors as well, all on the chrome cards in here. And Jupiter, just, if you're saying you hadn't done much Bowman before, Bowman will have other series as well. So there's Bowman Baseball now. Then later in the year, there's Bowman Chrome. There's Bowman Draft. I mean, there's tons of different Bowman, but Bowman is always fun to open. So yeah, I mean, I guess you're right. Minor league games, I guess, can be fun. I don't know. I just never really got into into going to the minor league games. I don't know why. I mean, I'm fine like watching the highlight reels and reading about it and kind of keeping up with the up and coming players that way, but for some reason when I go to the actual ballpark, I don't know, it just doesn't do it for me. Maybe it's because it's right here in my town, and I feel like I should have to travel or something. I don't know. Maybe that's my problem. Because it's a different experience, of course. This is just a different insert set. They have the reproduction, the printed, not actually signed autographs on there. That one for the Reds. So, like when you go to the Reds, which they're Cincinnati's, and I don't know, there's Cody Bellinger, hour and a half up the road from me. So it's like when you go to a Reds game, it's kind of more of an event, right? Like an experience, whatever. It's a road trip. You get in the car, you go up there. It's a whole day. It's a whole thing. And here, maybe that's the difference. Maybe it's just because I feel like I should be having to have more of an experience or something. And when it's just right around the corner, it's just different for me somehow. There's a nice, I don't say this guy's name right either, Golito from the Sox. You know who I mean. You can see who he is, but I butcher all of the names. I would be a horrible broadcaster for really any sport, because I don't ever get any of the names right in any sport. I have some kind of a mental block when I look at the names. So yeah, baseball's baseball's kind of cool in the sense that you get to really watch a player develop and move up through the ranks. Unlike some of the other sports, NFL, they get drafted and they're going to sink or swim. Most of them, their first year, you know. A few of them, maybe they sit back on the sidelines and they just sub or whatever, and then they develop over time and you see them more later. But mostly, you know, they're in and they're running and gunning right from day one. Whereas in baseball, you're watching somebody in single A, double A, triple A for a period of time before often they even get to the majors. Corey Seager for the Dodgers. This is one of the ones I was talking about earlier. This is the 1951 reproduction. Thank you. Good grief. That's the word I could not think of earlier when I was like retro. It's, yeah, reproduction card is what I was trying to get out of my brain earlier. And that's Corey Seager for the Dodgers. I happen to really like those, that particular insert set myself. I find those to be pretty cool. So I guess that's an individual choice. You guys may or may not like them, but I think they're pretty neat. I'll have to find some place to stack these as we go along. There's another pipeline card, that one for the Phillies. Chance Adams. There's a lot of cards in each one of these boxes. I guess, what, 240 cards in each box. So, you know, it's a lot of cards. That's why I'm saying there's no chance in a break like this that you wouldn't pull some cards. I mean, you're going to get something no matter what. Ooh, sweet. Okay, we pulled this Aaron last night, but not in, there's some debate as to whether this is gold or orange. I tend to call it gold. Somebody last night told me it's supposed to be orange, and I guess maybe tonight, maybe it does look more orange than gold, but either way, tonight we have it numbered to 25. Last night it was the regular silver version with, of course, my man Hank Aaron on there, and that is 3 of 25 on this Hank Aaron. And of course, on the back, you might have noticed that says Milwaukee Braves. Of course, that goes to the current Atlanta Braves. It does not go to the Milwaukee Brewers because the Milwaukee Braves, that franchise, you know, over time it moved and changed its name and etc. And it is now the Atlanta Braves. But the card always stays with the franchise, just FYI. And all that stuff is always in the listing in the special circumstance area. But I love this Hank Aaron right there, that Hank Aaron to 25. I'm loving that card. Hank Aaron and Johnny Bench are my two of my favorite players. I don't know why Johnny Bench. He just is. Again, you know, Reds right in my backyard. And I just always liked Johnny Bench. But Hank Aaron. Love me some Hank Aaron. Yeah, I know, Jupiter. The guy last night said the same thing. He says orange, and I call it gold. And he said it's orange. And I'm like, well, maybe it's orange, but I call it gold because it's, I don't, you know, I thought it was silver, purple, blue, gold, red, and black in this series for the parallels. There definitely are some top series that have orange parallels. I didn't think this was one of them, but it might be because it did look kind of orange tonight, I'll grant you. This is 12 of 250 for the Blue Jays. And that, I think we can all agree, is the purple parallel. Because there's no chance of that being possibly another color. That was definitely purple. So, and this is, of course, one autograph per box. There's another one of our top 100. That one is Brendan Rodgers. This guy, we pulled 2 of his autographs last night. One on the regular chrome card and one on the refractor chrome card on the Perdomo autographs in the first half of the case. That's one of the few things I can remember out of a break because we pulled 2 of him. So I tend to remember those. There is Cespedes or something close to that. I never say it right either. For the Mets, and that's another one that it's an insert series. You'll see the 70 up there for the, this is of course the 70th anniversary of Bowman. So there's lots of little inserts and subsets that have the 70 on them because they are celebrating their 70th anniversary. We had a giant stack of Yankees last night. And speaking of the Yankees, there's Mr. Phil Rizzuto. And we pulled a Phil Rizzuto, but it did not look like this. It was a different picture on the front. For the Rizzuto, I'm pretty sure the Rizzuto we pulled last night was a different picture. But again, that's one of the reproduction type inserts. Did we pull our autograph out of this box yet? No, we haven't. So it's gonna, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we have. We're still in the first box. I'm thinking I had moved on to the second box. We're still in the first box. So, okay. There is, what do we have here? Mark Trumbo for the Diamondbacks. And that is, of course, again, one of our insert series. You see the silver 70 on there. Yeah, I guess I better pick up the pace a little bit if we're only on the first box. I don't want to be in here so you guys are like, go faster. I know last night I was going slower than this even because I wanted to get a look at it, you know. I mean, it was the first time I opened it and I wasn't sure yet what inserts we had and what was going to be numbered and what wasn't. And you get more of a feel for it, of course, every time you open it, then you know whether or not you need to flip it over and look for a number. But also, I just don't go super, super fast like some breakers do because, well, you know, when I buy into a break, I at least, even if it's just for a millisecond, I still want to see whether or not it's going to be my card, right? Like some breakers, I mean, there's some people you break with, they go like this and then they'll hold up the hit. And that's it. You're just like, wait, what? I mean, was like any of that for my team? So, I don't know. Everybody's got their own way of doing stuff. And, I mean, I'm not opposed to speeding things up a little, but I don't ever like to go so fast that you don't even get even a millisecond glance at a card. So, I kind of, I guess I do it differently than some people do, but. And here we are again with our orange gold, whatever it is. This one's for the Tigers, Tyler Alexander. And he is going to be number 4 of 25 on the Tyler Alexander. Orangey goldy guy. Whatever we want to call it. It can be whatever we want it to be. How about that? I don't guess there really is kind of a color that is half orange, half gold. Because it certainly, you know, blue and green make yellow. I wonder what color it would make if you mixed orange and gold. Probably nothing good. So yeah, I agree with you, Jupiter. I do like at least seeing the card for a second. Oh, Brendan Rodgers. This is nice. Another one of our reproduction cards. This one's for the Colorado Rockies, and that's a 1951 reproduction again. I also did some breaks with somebody, and I have bought into his breaks more than once, but the first time I bought into it, like, the guy flipped me out because, well, first of all, it said in his listing, you know, all the cards ship, right? Well, here's a talent pipeline for the Cleveland Indians. So I'm expecting, right, all the cards are going to ship. That's what the listing said. So you see the guy, and it's not like this. It's not like where you just see the card in his hands. He's got the camera set up kind of like across the room. So you see the side of his body because he's facing like a desktop computer. And then he's got the camera somewhere down at the end of the table that is showing, you know, his profile as he sorts these cards, as he opens them. And then all of a sudden, he just starts throwing cards across the room, like takes them and whoosh, like that, like frisbees, throwing cards all across the room, just randomly, out of packs. And I'm thinking, what is this guy doing, right? Like, is that my card? Whose card is that? What is this man doing? And he never does say, and he never does show anything but the hit, and it'll be like 10 miles away. The hit'll be like this, because he's way down the table. And so after the fact, I'm like, I type a message in the chat and said, hey, your thing said you ship all the cards, but like you're tossing stuff across the room. He's like, no, I don't ship all the cards. Okay, well, it said that you do. Yeah, well, doesn't matter. I don't ship them all. I only ship the hits. Okay, well, good enough. And that was that. But so I found that to be one of the more interesting breaks that I have bought into, considering he threw stuff everywhere. Here is Jomar Reyes, and it is numbered to 250. If you can catch that up there in that upper right-hand corner to 250 for the Orioles. So, yeah, there's all kinds of interesting people out there. And then another one that I did, a guy that I did a break with, he spent the whole break. There's an Ivan Rodriguez for the Rangers. He spent the entire break talking to his buddy. Like his friend was there wherever they were doing the break, in his house or his store or I don't know, wherever he was doing it anyway. His friend was there, and they were just, he was one like this, where like most of them are. You see the cards and you see the hands. That was a Reyes Rookie of the Year contender. But you don't see the rest of him. So, it looked the way you're accustomed to seeing it. But he spent the whole break talking to his friend about just whatever, like their day, whatever's going on that weekend and stuff. It was the most bizarre thing. Damaso Marte for the Mariners and the 70th insert. So I don't know. It's always interesting. I will say that. But I will warn you, though, Jupiter, you'll get hooked on breaks. I'm telling you. I got hooked on breaks for sure. I love buying into breaks, and I love doing breaks. This to me, this is fun. It's like I love doing it. And I also like buying into them. And once you get used to it, then you're going to be buying into them all the time. At least I did when I first started doing it. I bought just like a few of them. I bought into a couple. And honestly, I was after a particular card, so I would tend to bid whenever I saw that particular year come up, because I was looking for a rookie out of 2010. There's a talent pipeline. And then, I don't know, it wasn't very long. Probably within a couple of weeks, I was like, well, maybe I don't want to just bid in 2010. Maybe I also want to find a rookie of this one and this one and that one and that one. And then the next thing you know, I'm just going nuts. And I'm bidding in all the sports. There's a Jimenez, top 100 prospects. Yeah, so then I'm bidding in, football and baseball and basketball. And I have kept myself out of soccer so far, but that's about it. Soccer's probably the only break I have not bought into is soccer. That's because I don't watch soccer at all, like ever. Which is also why I don't break soccer, because I don't watch it and I don't know anything at all about soccer. So you might find yourself hooked. That's all I'm saying. Fair warning. Oh, we have a nice blue parallel. And Tristan McKenzie, of course, for the Cleveland Indians on card auto. And our blue parallel is numbered to 150. 112 of 150. So Cleveland Indians, there's a cool little blue parallel auto hit for you. But yeah, one of my favorite things is pulling really good stuff for you guys. Like we had, what day was it? Sunday, I think. And I had a bunch of breaks that were Sunday night. Like a bunch. There's a Sabithia in one of the 70th anniversary inserts. And we just kept pulling one great thing after another. Like it was amazing. Pulled a Cam Newton rookie on-card auto. Of course, it's football. I know it was all football Sunday, so if you only like baseball, it doesn't probably mean much to you. But we pulled a Tom Brady on-card auto, number 3 of 5. I mean, we just pulled the most amazing stuff. Just one right after the other. It was a blast. And of course, even though I don't get to keep them, I still love pulling them. It's still really exciting. And the guy who pulled the Tom Brady 3 of 5 on card, I mean, that card will probably sell for, there's a nice Dansby. That card will probably sell for, I'm going to say, $700 or $800 for that. And that's because of the series it was in. If it had been in a higher end series, like National Treasure, it probably would have gone for even more. This particular card series wasn't as high end, but still 3 of 5 in Tom Brady on card auto is pretty sweet. There's a J.P. Crawford for the Phillies in one of the reproduction cards. And again, all those are refractors. Or Mookie Betts, number 2. What does that say? 250. For a minute, I thought that's at 750. I'm like, surely to God, that's not numbered to 750. No, it's numbered to 250 for the Red Sox. Yeah, I wish they could. I had some eye surgery several years ago. Like a lot of years ago. By now, probably 20 years ago. And didn't go properly, and it messed up my vision, which has then gotten worse over the years. So I can see well really up close with one eye, and I can see well at a far distance with the other eye, but I cannot see like the middle distance right here about where these cards are. It's kind of hard for me to see a lot of times, and especially, no, that's the one under it that's a refractor. That's the Josh Bell. Especially because it fluctuates. So even, you may see better out of it one night and terribly out of it the next night. So it's always challenging, which is why sometimes I, look at a number once and I think it says whatever, like 750. It's like, oh no, it's at 250. But they can't fix it. You can't wear contacts, can't wear glasses, all that stuff gives me a migraine. So sometimes I may just say the wrong number by accident. And if I do, feel free to correct me in chat. That doesn't bother me at all. Top 100 again with the Caprillion. It's like a Bugs Bunny moment there. Or it's not Bugs Bunny, it's that rooster, that chicken. Foghorn Leghorn. There you go. That's what I was trying to say. I'll say, boy. That was kind of one of those moments. All right. So, Monte Irvin for the Giants in the 1951 reproduction. There's a pretty good checklist. Well, not pretty good. There's actually an excellent autograph checklist for this set, including the possibility to pull out autos of Mark McGwire, talent pipeline for the Royals, Hank Aaron. I mean, there's a lot of. It's not all the autographs in this checklist are rookies and prospects. There are definitely some all-star legendary type players in this autograph checklist as well. So we have the possibility to pull a number of things. And of course, honestly, some of the more exciting ones even are some of the rookies and prospects that we're pretty excited about this year. It's a good rookie class, but I would love to pull a Hank Aaron. I mean, I would probably I would have to be careful not to drool on it if I pulled a Hank Aaron, because, yeah, I would love that. That would give me a major thrill. to pull a Hank Aaron out of any of these sets. But he's in this one. He has an autograph in this set. Oh, there was a Dansby, but you know, there's a bunch of these Rookie of the Year contender type cards. There's bunches of them. They are, as I said, all refractors, but we will pull multiples out of every box or out of every case for the same player, so none of them appear to be short printed that I have run across yet. Anyway, there's another 70th anniversary. Nelson Lara for the Marlins. We pulled one of those for Ken Griffey Jr. for the Mariners the other night. Did you want to see your Marlins card again? I should probably show you your Marlins card again, because you said you hadn't broken this series before. So there's your Marlins 70th anniversary for your Lara. I probably went a little fast on that because I wasn't thinking clearly. I know you said you hadn't done a break with this before, so we gave you another look at it. Here's another blue parallel. The paper ones, this I learned last night too, the blue ones in chrome, unless they're autographed, are not numbered, but the blue paper ones are numbered. And that one is numbered to 150 for the Ramirez. For the Blue Jays. So yeah, I kept flipping those blue chrome over last night. I'm like, one of these is going to be numbered. I just know it. But yeah, no, they're not. Unless they're signed, and then they are. But all the blue paper ones are numbered. There's Aaron Judge. There's Ken Griffey Jr. Yeah, for the Mariners. That's pretty much, I think, the one we pulled last night. Everybody loves Ken Griffey. Well, maybe not everybody, but I like to think everybody. Jose De Leon. I don't know why I showed you the back of that. I mean, I don't know. I showed the back of those for, I don't really know what reason. I know they're not numbered, but sometimes I just flip them over anyway. For no, really no good reason, I have to say. Kevin Newman. This one, of course, is one of the top 100s. Those I mean to flip over because it tells you where he is in the Scouts top 100 list. And they have him as number 57. Of course, then again, they had Aaron Judge at like number 45 or something on the list, which I would definitely have put him around. You chase Mark McGwire around trying to get his autograph. Well, that wasn't very nice. I mean, if he didn't give you an autograph, because like, were you a kid and he just ignored you? That's terrible. That is to 150 on the Bradley for the Sox. I mean, because usually you think, you know, maybe they're going to ignore an adult or something, but they wouldn't. You wouldn't think they would generally ignore a kid, but they probably do. I mean, I guess people are after them all the time for their signatures. I don't know. There is Matt. How do you say his last name? I don't know how to say his last name. There's Matt for the Angels in the blue parallel in the chrome. Yeah, when I was a kid, of course, this definitely dates me, not like I haven't already dated myself. There's Bryce Harper with other things I've talked about, like liking Johnny Bench. But anyway, of course, when I was a kid, it was just straight up baseball cards. We didn't have, you know, they didn't come with autographs or relics or any of that. And all of my cousins collected them. So just by default, I kind of did too. And there is an Alex Bregman for the Astros, one of the reproductions. So, yeah, I would try to talk them out of cards and trade and stuff because they were older than I was. So they had cards, obviously a lot older than cards I would have had. And so I amassed actually a pretty good little collection between what I talked out of my cousins and what I would go buy at the store with my allowance and stuff. Oh, that is a refractor right there. So there's a nice Quantrill refractor. And I kept it for a long time. I kept it until I was in college, really. And I finally just decided one day I didn't have, when you're in college, you're kind of living lean, so to speak. And I didn't have a big place, and I didn't really have anywhere to keep them. And I was just like, oh, why am I keeping all these cards? And so I sold them for like a song. Cards that today I could have probably retired on. And then I got out of it, really, for several years. And as I said, then it was just regular cards. No autographs, no relics, none of that. If they had had this kind of stuff when I was a kid, I don't know if I would have been... There's Carson Fulmer. I don't know if I would have been as enthusiastic about collecting it. Not that I would have wanted to, but it would have been so expensive. I mean, a lot of these days, you can go into the card store, and if you're buying a high-end pack, like, what was it? Again, I'm just blanking, and I know the name of the stupid series. It just came out, Tribute. And it's like $50 a pack, right? So if you're a kid, well, your parents are not going to give you $50 to buy a pack of cards, and you're not going to have $50 to buy a pack of cards. So in some ways, I'm glad that I grew up with it the way I did. Cardinals in pipeline, because I think I probably would have just been priced out of the market. Because these days, the collecting market is really all about the adults. It's not so much about the kids, because of course it's all very different now with one-of-ones and autographs and relics and all that stuff. And back in the day, as my grandmother would say, back in the day, it was really just about finding the rookie cards. So that would be the thing you would celebrate then. The rookie cards were kind of the short print. Oh, what's somebody say in chat? Oh, yeah, I know, right? The Topps Dynasty, $350 for, yeah, I know. It is crazy. It is crazy. And yes, Tribute is what I was trying to say earlier. Did I not get it? I thought I finally came up with the name, but I might not have. I might have still been humming and hawing trying to come up with the name out of my head. Jason Groom for the Red Sox, and that is first Bowman in the purple parallel, numbered to 250. So nice hit, Sox. I like that hit for you quite a bit, actually. So yeah, that's the kind of stuff that, as an adult, I love that kind of stuff. But at the same time, it does seem like in many ways it kind of prices the kids out of the collecting market. And sure, there's still series that they can do. It's for the Royals, Greg Holland. Because there are still, of course, lower end card series. But then once, I guess it's different in the sense that, like, when we were growing up and that's all there was, you weren't lusting after anything else. It's just that's what there was, and you took your allowance and you went and bought it, and life was good. And now, if you went to buy it and you're sitting alongside all these other boxes of cards, which are full of autographs and relics and stuff you can't afford, I think it would just make me feel bad if I was a kid, Wow, you got the whole 2016 Cardinals Dynasty set. Wow, nice, nice. Yeah, I know that. I know the opening day, and I know there are sets that kids can get, and actually I kind of buy opening day sometimes myself because I like some of the stuff that's in there. I know it's supposed to be totally for kids, but I like the little mascot cards that are in there, and some of the, like pie in the face cards, and I think some of the cards in opening day are fun. So I mean, I don't break opening day, obviously, but I always buy some opening day because I like it. And you can, I mean, it does occasionally have autographs in it, and occasionally has other stuff that you can sit on for a few years and maybe do okay with. But that's pretty impressive, though, that you got the 16 Cardinals Dynasty set. I mean, that's pretty impressive. I'm assuming that Edgar Martinez, that's pretty cool. I haven't pulled this one before for the Mariners. I like this. So this is one of the buybacks out of Bowman. And that's nice. I like it. We pulled a couple of buybacks out of the first half. I want to say it was maybe exactly 2. I don't know why I said a couple, because really a couple really is just 2. But somehow people use a couple to mean like 1 or 3 or 4 or 10. But yeah, I think it was literally 2. Well, you know, I don't mind that there are a lot of brands. I'm okay with that because they all deliver something different. So I don't care that there's a lot of different brands. What can be difficult, I mean, Topps with baseball is pretty good in that they space their stuff out to a reasonable extent, I will say. Now, sure, they have some releases that are closer together than others, but they don't have like 10 in one day. And sometimes Panini will release like so many things right on top of one another that can be a little frustrating. This is to 150 in the blue parallel for the Walker Buehler. And look at that. And I said last night not a single blue chrome that I turned over was numbered, but yet I still turned this one over and it was numbered. So hooray. So yeah, sometimes I think Panini is a little bit worse about that than Topps, because I'm looking even at next month, and I didn't buy Score Football, which of course, you know, 2017 Score I didn't buy, it's already out. There's 2017 something else either already out or about to come out. I did buy the new Majestic, the new high end that's coming up, and then they have Classics, and what's the other one? There's Classics, Majestic, Score, Prestige, and maybe one more. 2017 Football already that's going to be out by the end of May. And it's just, I mean, they have probably, I don't even know how many football products they have. So, yeah, sometimes there can be a lot. Oh, wow, Ozzy to 5. Nice. Well, in Jupiter, I tell you, when you're learning it, what I would say is just pick the stuff that you like, you know, to start. Of course, obviously, you know the teams that you like already, but, you know, like the style of the card or the you know, because some of them have different looks than others. So I would say to start out, pick the ones that you like the style the most, and then just kind of watch some other breaks, look at some other listings, see, kind of get a feel for the style that you like, and then you can start dipping your toes into other waters. And you'll kind of, like I said, I imagine if you're like me, you'll end up addicted anyway. And before you know it, you'll be buying into a million different series. But with baseball, the thing to know about baseball is that Topps has the only MLB license for baseball. So Panini does produce some baseball cards, but they are not licensed by Major League Baseball. They can be licensed by the Players Association or something like that, but they're not going to be licensed by MLB because Topps holds that exclusive license. So for the most part, out of all the Panini stuff, I mean, if you like the Prism card, the way it looks, I mean, you could buy some Prism. But for the most part out of Panini, their Elite Extra Edition is, oh, that's nice. That's real nice. Sandy, I can't say this guy's name either. Sandy with the Cardinals. First Bowman. Is that a refractor? No. First Bowman, of course, on-card auto. Nice hit for the Cardinals. I'm assuming you have the Cardinals in this break, Kristen, yes? Oh, Gypsy Queen rocks. I love Gypsy Queen. I broke 3 cases of Gypsy Queen, and then I ran out. And I can't order anymore because stupid Tops went to it's not on demand printing. What's the word I'm looking for? Print to order. Okay, so like they take pre-orders months in advance. Like the orders I'm putting in now is for stuff that comes out in August, September, and beyond for Tops. So you kind of have to just guess at how much you're going to need of whatever 5 months out or however long, and then that's all they print. And it used to be that they would print more, so you could go sell whatever it was or break whatever it was, do whatever you were going to do with it, and then you could go back and get more. Well, it is not like that now at all. Now, if you don't get it up front and you try to get it after the fact, well, A, you may not find it, and B, if you do, you're going to pay twice what you should be paying for it to even get it. Because I would love to break more Gypsy Queen, but I did not order enough. So I ordered only 2 cases. The third case I bought at a much, like 35% more than what I paid for my pre-order cases, but I just wanted to break another case, so I bought a third case anyway. And then I haven't bought any since then because, what's left out there is even higher than that. But I am trying to buy, I can't get it by the case. There's a Bryce Harper in the reproduction, the 1951 reproduction. But I am buying some just single boxes that I'll probably pair with something else. I'm trying to remember what year he had, because it should be, I think it gets here tomorrow. I think it was some Gypsy Queen 2012 and 2014. There's Mike Piazza for the Dodgers. Maybe it was, well, I'm not 100% sure if that's the year, but there were a couple of years of Gypsy Queen where I could find some loose boxes from somebody that I buy from on older stuff that didn't have a case quantity but did just have some loose boxes, and I thought, I'll just pair a couple of them together, or we'll do some one box breaks. It'll be a low end, buy-in pipeline for the Sox, just to have some fun and see what we can pull out of it, because I adore Gypsy Queen. Absolutely love it. I like the Allen and Ginter. I would like to Honestly, I would like to break Allen and Ginter, but here's my issue with it. They put in all the other stuff too, all the non-baseball cards, and then what do you do with those? Like, I don't want to deal with trying to random all those off, nor do I want to detain them. And, I guess you could put them in their own bidding category or something, all non-baseball cards, but I don't know. It just makes it a little more difficult from the breaking standpoint. Mickey Moniak in the purple parallel to 250 for the Phillies. So I don't know. So I didn't buy any Allen and Ginter to break. Now I did buy pretty much everything else that's coming out this year I bought, other than, what did I skip? I skipped Allen and Ginter and skipped something else, but it wasn't much. So we will have some fun stuff to do. I've got a bunch of the Archive Signature Series, the Heritage High Number. They have a new one coming out. Clearly Authentic is a new card series coming out, and I've got several cases of that coming. Yeah, I guess I could do non-sport celebrity or something. Yeah, they could go into some, back to Allen and Ginter. I was just reading chat. They could go into some category like that. I don't know. I just couldn't decide what to do with them, so I did nothing with them. There's a Stanton for the Marlins, so there's another nice refractor for your Marlins in the insert series. So I am looking forward to, I'm looking forward to Tier 1, actually. I can't wait to get into Tier 1. And, of course, Bowman Chrome, and, of course, you know, why am I blanking on it again? The Topps Draft Series. The Dodgers' Jeff Kent on the 70th insert. And so most of this stuff that we're doing tonight, my plan is to get the majority of this shipped out on Saturday. Now, there's always the possibility that I don't get it, that I get some on Saturday and don't get it all by Saturday, and then the rest of it goes on Monday. So I should probably say Saturday or Monday, your cards should go out. Now, that's my target range. And occasionally I get lucky and get things out sooner than I'm expecting, but generally I try to give a target range during the break and usually fall within that range without a lot of problem. Every once in a while we get a little bit off track. My dad had a couple strokes in like a 6-day period, had 2 different ones, and I did get a little bit off track then, but you know, I got caught back up after a couple of days and everything, so I do try to get it out in a timely manner. There's Craig Kimbrell for the Red Sox, numbered to 250. Oh, gosh. Sorry about that. Tyler Stevenson just slid right out of my hand for the Reds. Let's make sure he's all right. I think he's okay. Thank goodness there's like a ½ inch between him, the bottom of the card, and the table, but still, obviously, I don't like anything to slip out of my hands. Oh, we've got another, we have another gold orange, whatever we're going to call it, and this is for San Diego, the Padres, first Bowman with Almanzar, and it's going to be numbered something to 25, 22 of 25 on that one. I have to hold it kind of at that weird angle like that for you to see the number, otherwise the light hits it not quite right. So there's a cool hit for the Padres. We pulled, what was I opening? I opened some 2012-13 last week and also a couple boxes of 2015. So this would have been out of, I think I paired together 2015 Bowman and 2015 Bowman Chrome for a break, best I remember. And we pulled a Tellez out of there for the Jays. Autograph, you know, numbered to 50, and whichever one we pulled it out of, it's considered what Topps calls a box loader, not like a box topper, okay, not like the big cards, regular size card, but they call them, for whatever reason, box loaders, like bonus hits, however you want to think of it. And we pulled a Tellez out of there, numbered to 50, which was pretty sweet, and it was that same color, which I just call gold. There's Mark McGwire. Speak of the devil. Mr. Mark McGwire in his retro card with the refractor. Which I'm still just think that's really crappy that he didn't give you an autograph when you were a little kid chasing him around. That's just terrible. Terrible. Oh, here's another one I haven't seen before. Moncada. That's the first time we pulled that one for the Sox. Excellent. I like those. They make me happy. I would like to pull a really nice high dollar card out of here. That would make me happy. BJ Ryan for the Orioles. My little stack is getting quite large over there. I actually have 4 different stacks, and I think I better start a 5th. I think I better scoot these forward and start a 5th stack in the back there. It's a lot of cards, and I do not want them deciding to take a little slide off the top there. Benintendi. Pulled a Benintendi auto out of Bowman's Best. I opened some 2015 Bowman's Best for myself, not like as a break. I opened it just for me to open. And pulled a Benintendi I was pretty happy with. I'm thinking about picking up some last year, 2016 Topps Finest, which, I don't know, you might know, Kristen, that, the 250 sold for 52 on that. I'm surprised. I would not have expected it to go, not the 1 to 250, I would have figured to be about a $30 card. Yeah, the 1 to 25, yeah, for sure is a nice hit. But with the Topps Finest out of 2016, you know, that was a set that Topps did not sell to their distributors. They kept it themselves. And they are finally, just now, selling it to distributors. So all the distributors are getting it next week. And I'm thinking about bringing in a couple cases to break it open. What do you guys think? Is that something, do you like Topps Finest? I do. I mean, I'm getting ready to open a bunch of Topps Finest in in football, if I can get off my rear end and get the breaks listed. So I think some 2016 Topps Finest baseball would be fun to open. But of course, it's only fun to open if other people enjoy it. Otherwise, it's just me opening a bunch of cards for myself. So, what are your thoughts on that? Did you like 16 Finest? I think it might be a fun break. There's a nice Torres for the Yankees. There's a Nick Senzel for the Reds. Wish that had been a refractor. Wish we could pull a Nick Senzel auto, too. Oh, yeah, I mean, it's definitely got a strong checklist. I mean, there's no question about that. It's just sometimes when you're in the middle of the New Year's products, like we are, all the 2017 stuff coming out right now, sometimes people don't like to go back and do whole cases of the older stuff. This is to 250. So, you know, some people do, some people don't. I mean, you can always go back and do like 1 or 2 box breaks of the older stuff, and that's fine. But doing the whole case when we're in the midst of all the 27 releases coming out, that's kind of why I can't decide if I want to do a whole case or am I better off, you know, we just do some individual breaks. This is a Holmes numbered to 50, 14 of 50 on the Grant Holmes for the Oakland A's. Yeah, so, I don't know. I guess I'll wait and see how they price it, because that'll be the other thing. I guarantee you it will be priced like a lot higher than it should be. I can promise you that. So I guess I should wait and see what they're going to come up with. There's another nice Bregman for the Astros. I'd like to pull a superfractor out of here, right? I mean, where's our superfractor hit? Let's have some fun and pull some high dollar stuff. Let's pull a card that pays somebody's mortgage, right? That's the goal. That's always the goal. And what's our blue parallel numbered here? It is not. Now, see, that's what irritates me. The other blue, this is what I was talking about. The other blue chrome parallels were not numbered, and this blue shimmer, I mean, yeah, one was numbered, the rest were not. But our blue shimmer, which I would think should be numbered because, hello, it's the shimmer, and the blue parallel, it's not numbered at all. And I don't get that. I don't understand how they decide what is going to get numbered and what isn't. Because to me, I would number the shimmer. Oh, they've got it for $8.35. Good grief. That is exceptionally high. $8.35 on the 8-box case is quite high. Yeah, it won't. Well, I say it shouldn't be that high, but good gracious only knows. I mean, the distributors are quite. I'm trying to find a nice way to say it. Opportunistic. We'll put it like that. Because, you know, sometimes they do end up with extra product where somebody's pre-ordered it in that place, you know, then when it comes in, they don't pay for it, or they've gone out of business, or they've over-ordered, or whatever. They almost always have some left. And even the day it comes out, the day the product comes out, if you call them and say, hey, can I get, you know, an extra case of blah, 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 they'll be like, sure, and charge you like 25% more than it was the day before. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Come on. I mean, it's not like you don't give them any business throughout the year. I mean, they're making a ton of money on you all year long. But yeah, if the opportunity comes for them to cash in, you better believe, like everybody else, I guess, but you better believe they're going to cash in. So I say that that's a crazy price, but they may be trying to ask that. I don't know. So this is break number 2 of 2017 Bowman. This is the one that ended tonight. Break number 1 of 2017 Bowman was last night. It was the first half of the case. This is the second half of the case, Jupiter. And then I believe I have the first half of the next case. There's another reproduction card for the Sox again. The first half of the second case, which will be break number 3, I'm pretty sure I have listed already, but I don't think I've yet listed the back half of the second case because I meant to do it tonight and I did not get it done because I don't know what happened. I just didn't get it done. Talent pipeline for the Reds. I intended to list a couple of basketball things and then list the back half of case number 2 of Bowman, which will be break number 4. But I didn't get it scheduled. I schedule most of my starts, and I didn't get it scheduled, so. Yeah, I pretty much always, Jupiter, I pretty much always break on the night that it ends. And that's another thing you'll notice, as you did with other people as well, that not everyone breaks the same night that the auction ends. So that's something to pay attention to. And you'll learn kind of as you go along which people break on the same night and which people break on subsequent nights. Sometimes people will break the very next night. Sometimes they don't break until like the weekend. They list all through the week and then they break on the weekend. And I mean, everybody kind of does it a different way. But for me, I generally like to do the break the same night that the listing ends. And every once in a while, something will go wonky. Like plates and patches for football. Panini moved the release date, oh gosh, like 4 times. And I think it was on the 3rd time that they had moved it when the distributor said, oh, it's not going to move again. You're safe to list the break. So I did. And I had listed it like, 7 days out. And actually, I buy some stuff from the local card shop too. And actually, plates and patches I had ordered through the local card shop. So it was due to come in on a Friday, and, I go down there to pick it up, and he's like, oh, it got moved to next Wednesday or next Friday. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you did not think to maybe call me and tell me that and let me know that? I'm like, man, I have got breaks scheduled to end the whole weekend. And so, yeah, that was bad. But normally, other than in weird circumstances like that, I will break the same night that the auction ends. But there are plenty of people who don't, who end it one night and break the next, which that's not too bad. But when it ends one night and it breaks like several nights later, like over the weekend or something, that for me, if I'm bidding on it, for me, that's hard to remember. Other people maybe remember it better than I do, but when I bid on it, I will literally forget to go back and watch it if it is several days later. Whereas if it's the same night my bid ends, you know, I bid and I pay and I go watch it. Although lately, since I've been doing a lot more breaks, I haven't had time to watch many of them live. So I do have to go back and watch them after the fact. But I just, I don't know. I just prefer to do them the same night that the bids end. I just find it works better for me in general. Who have we there? Sean Newcomb for the Braves. All right, so we need to find. I mean, we've had the one auto hit to 25, and then we had the blue parallel auto hit and a purple parallel auto hit. So we've had some decent hits out of here, but I would like to pull one like high end. So I'm going to put that out in the universe and see if we can pull it out of here. There's Warren Spahn for the for Boston, or for the Braves. For the Boston Braves. Something can get it out in a minute. My little mind went somewhere into overdrive there. There is a Mark Redman for the Twins in the 70th anniversary. Yeah, I wish we would, I don't know. I wish we would pull a Hank Aaron. That's really what I wish. I want to see a Hank Aaron come out of here. It would make me super, super jazzed to pull a Hank Aaron auto. And it would probably make whoever has the Braves super, super jazzed as well. And, of course, I'd like to pull hits for the two of you who have been so nice to hang out with me and chat and keep me company. It's much nicer when there's chat going on. Yes, the mini helmets. Well, I'll try to find you a Mazzara. The mini helmets did go earlier. They were the very first thing I broke tonight. I generally break in the order that things end on eBay. I deviate from that only occasionally. And if I do, it's only a small deviation. Here is for the Braves an Acuna. And that was the shimmer. And again, we're back to the gold-orange debate. And it is number 23 of 25 on the first Bowman with the shimmer. That's a nice hit. So the mini helmets were, oh boy, I am definitely not going to remember the people on them. I'm going to do well if I can remember the teams on them. There was a Dolphin, a Saint, a Lion, a Charger, and somebody that I can't remember. I can't remember who the other team was for the Cubbies. But if you want to stay on, I can put them back up for you after we finish up baseball. We've got the rest of these little packs here to do. And then, of course, we'll do our recap of the signatures and we'll do our nightly giveaway. And then I can pull the mini helmets back up for you and let you take a look at them if you are still in chat at that point in time. or otherwise, of course, it's, it'll be posted on YouTube, the recorded version. I'll get started uploading while I'm sorting cards and stuff after the break ends. And it usually takes, I don't know, I'd say for one this length, it'll probably take 30 minutes or so, maybe 40 minutes to get uploaded. And then, I don't know what they do, but YouTube does processing, whatever that means, whereby they don't make it available still for a few more minutes after that. Hey, for the Brewers, we have Freddie Peralta. First Bowman for the Brewers with Peralta to $4.99, which, yucky, $4.99. But I'm sure the Brewers are glad to have the hit, even though it is to $4.99, and it was a refractor, if I did not say that, which we'll look at it again, of course, in the recap here in a minute. And what did you... you were going to buy... Well, I'm so glad that you bought into this break. I'm glad that you did. I appreciate it. And you will probably get most of your Marlins base set in here by the time we're done. Because, yeah, like I said, there's a bunch of cards here. There's a Chris Bryant. Yeah, I know. I wish that Gold Shimmer had been signed too, because that would have been the over the top we've been looking for out of this break. But we've still had some nice stuff in it, for sure. We just get spoiled. We're always looking for the home runs, right? I mean, we all are. We're all guilty of it. And it doesn't matter, no matter how much stuff I open, like Sunday night when we just kept pulling one excellent card after another. I'm still greedy. I still want more. That's Rafael Devers for the Red Sox. Sox have pulled a bunch of parallels and inserts out of here tonight. I mean, I guess it's still considered greedy. It's not for me, it's for you guys, but that's probably still considered being greedy, isn't it? I don't know, it probably is, but at least it's greedy on your behalf, so I don't know. Maybe that makes it better. Maybe I'm just trying to rationalize it myself. I don't know. But I always like pulling fun stuff for you guys, because honestly, I know what it is like on the other side when I've bought into a break and one of my cards is pulled that I really want or have been waiting for. It's so exciting. So I love to pull them for you guys. There is Chris Knox for the A's. Oh, Jamie, now see what happened? I went to let Chris over there and Jamie slid down on the table. I think Jamie's all right, but that's for the Rays. I was really, really wanting to pull a Senzel autograph too, and that's mainly just because I like the Reds, but also Senzel's pretty high level this year. I think Senzel could probably be a pretty good hit. Maybe not the actual top of the rookie class line, but I think he's in fairly good position value wise. Oh my gosh, you have been 14 in your last boxes. Oh man, that is not good. Well, you're going to have some good luck tomorrow. We're putting it in the universe for you, my friend. We're putting it out there that tomorrow at the hobby shop, you're going to get something awesome, I hope. And I somehow messed up and didn't order any jumbos. I thought that I had jumbos ordered, and when my order came, I didn't have any jumbos in it. So, of course, you know the rest of the story. I went back to try to get some, and yeah, you can have them if you want to pay 1,000 times more than you would have paid yesterday, or the day before yesterday. So, I don't know if I'm going to get them or not. Freddie Peralta. This is our hit recap, of course. Freddie Peralta. That is a refractor for the Brewers. And it is numbered to 499. Number 420 of 499 on the Peralta. Then for the Padres, we have the Almanzar, also a first Bowman, also a refractor, gold or whatever we're calling this color, 22 of 25. Nice hit. For the Cardinals, the Alcantara, first Bowman. And that one is not numbered. I should have just called him Sandy. We should have just called him Sandy. Then we have the purple parallel for the Groom, first Bowman for the Red Sox, and it is numbered to 250. Then we have the blue parallel of the Tristan McKenzie for the Indians, and it is numbered to 150. So we did all right, pulling the purple and the gold and the blue out of our signatures, I think. And then we have the Taylor Clark for the Diamondbacks. Unnumbered on that one. So those are our signature hits out of this giant break. Now we're going to do our nightly giveaway. And let me pull out our little stack. It's like you guys, if you were watching football earlier, it's the same that we do for football. Got a little stack of stuff here. It's got, well, let's find a place to put it. It's got signature options in it. It's got some relics in it. It's got chances to get hobby packs or jumbo packs and various little odds and ends in there. And random.org helps us out here. And in two ways, it will tell us which one of you guys are going to take home something extra tonight. And then it will also tell us which thing out of the stack you're going to be taking home. So over here is everybody's bidder info, which I just, I don't know, I always let you guys watch me cut and paste it. I don't really know why, other than I generally just like for you to be able to follow along so you can see everything is done correctly. And we're just going to drop it in here, scroll through our list, and you can see everybody's in there, and there's enough people in here we can just hit random once. I don't really understand why people do it zillions of times when you've got a big long list, but anyway. All right, so we have, I'm going to call that TC Trex. Might be TC T-Rex, as in the dinosaur. Yeah, I like that better. So I'm going to say it's TC T-Rex. Might not really be what you intended to have it pronounced as, but that's our winner tonight. So let me write that down. Oh, I wrote it on something I didn't mean to write on. Oh well, too late. I wrote the football one on the same thing, so I wrote it on something I didn't really intend to write on because I was going to use it for something else, but now I'm not. And we're going to go back here, and let me jump back over here and grab our 1 through 12, which I already just have typed in on. You probably saw it on that spreadsheet as well, just so I don't have to sit here and type them 1 through 12 because I'm lazy like that. TC T-Rex, that's what I'm calling your username, TC T-Rex. You are taking home this Adam Lind Game Used Memorabilia, Golden Moments, Toronto Blue Jays, and this was out of 2012 Series 1 or Series 2, probably. So that will be coming with the rest of your cards. And my mini helmet person, are you still on here, mini helmet person? Do you want me to review those for you? I don't know if you do or if you don't. Maybe you do. Mini helmet guy or mini helmet girl, mini helmet bidder. Are you still here? Well, I don't know if you are or not. If you don't say, well, I'll just put them up there anyway in case you are. Mini helmet person, here is your review. And if you've already gone, oh well, everybody else will review it anyway. It was Charlie Joyner for the Chargers. Oh, the Texans. That's who I forgot earlier. It was Brian Cushing for the Texans. For the Lions, I dropped his little card on the way up here. For the Lions, Lim Barney. And for the Saints, Willie Ralph, Willie, anyway. And then Bob Greasy for the Dolphins. And there's your mini helmet review, although I suspect you've gone. You're probably not even on there anymore. But all right, guys, that is it for tonight. Hey, I thank you so much for hanging out with me and keeping me company and for bidding with me. I really appreciate it. I hope I will see some of you again on a future break. I do this most nights of the week, so it's my hobby. So I do a lot of them. Thanks a lot, guys. You all have a great night, and we'll see you again soon.